Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to the 2023 CONCACAF Gold Cup Draw. Reaccione della Copa Oro della CONCACAF. Same thing for you. That's the real energy here. That's the real energy. Gold Cup equals World Cup. That's the energy. Mini World Cup. True. Good point. But the draw for the Gold Cup is this afternoon. Not just tonight, this afternoon. We will recap it once it's over on RSR. But this draw is going to be a fun one, I should say. We got the prelims, of course. Then we got the full Gold Cup draw. Should be interesting. Should be very, very interesting. I know, I normally say tonight. I know. Who knows? Maybe somebody in Europe's watching. Technically, it is tonight, you know? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. How we doing, Mile High? Let's do this. Nice. Sounds like a good day to me before this draw. You're in a suit for this. I missed the memo, didn't I? If Canada don't make the final, they'll make the final though, so that's not a problem. There may be somebody who does. I'm sure there's Europeans who like CONCACAF, you know. I'm sure. Like there's Euro snobs around here. This should be an A Gold Cup. I agree. Yeah, I saw that. It was wild. I saw that. That was wild. Here we go. Gold Cup draw, about 2 minutes. Not a bad idea. But again, let's go over these early draws in the prelims, which would be drawn first. The 3 winners of six ties. Those winners will play in a second tie. The winner of the 3 second round prelim ties will be the 3 qualifiers to Gold Cup that haven't already qualified and are not Qatar. Prelims, round 1 seeded teams: Trinidad and Tobago, Martinique, Curacao, French Guiana, Suriname, Guyana. And they're already set up in match 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in that order. So Trinidad to Guyana in that order. They're seeded into the prelim round matchups. They're already drawn there, but we'll figure that out. I wonder if they'll draw them on camera or they're already there, but we'll see. Pot 1 in the prelims. We'll have Guadeloupe, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Grenada, Puerto Rico, and Saint Martin to be drawn into those matchups. And then the prelim round 2 matchups have already been set up. Matchup 1 winner versus the matchup 6 winner. We'll go over this again once the round is over. Matchup 2 winner versus matchup 5 winner. Matchup 3 winner versus matchup 4 winner to qualify to Gold Cup. Big up. How we doing? How we doing? Nice. Then for the regular draw, Pumas 1-0 over DC and 3-0 over Montreal. Should have been 10+ games for Van Zier. Probably closer to 15, but 10+ would have been bare minimum. Back to the point. The Gold Cup pots in the proper draw. Pot 1 is Mexico, United States, Costa Rica, Canada, and they're already set up in Group A, B, C, and D, pursuant to their CONCACAF rankings. U.S. in Group A, Mexico in Group B, Costa Rica Group C, Canada Group D, and then they build up for the draw from there. Pot 2 has Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Guatemala. Pot 3 is Honduras, El Salvador, Cuba, Nicaragua. And pot 4 is Qatar, winner of playoff 7, winner of prelim 8, and winner of prelim 9 in pot 4. You damn well know it's going to take 20 minutes just for them to do whatever they're doing. You know it. It is just starting, but here we are. SoFi Stadium. So with that, we'll go over that again. Let them speak for 5 minutes exactly. Here's the fun part of draws. We get to shoot the breeze until they get going. And then it goes quickly. So, there you go. Yes, that's what I mean. Don't mind me if my pronunciation is a little bit... I'm from Mississippi. I'm going to have a pronunciation that I feel comfortable with. Who do I want in Canada's group? Cuba. I want Jamaica, Cuba, and Qatar. I want an easy... Kayfabe, Winvo. Kayfabe. That's why. Kayfabe. It didn't really. It was just kayfabe. Come on. But for me, in Canada's group, I want Jamaica, Cuba, and Qatar. That should be a really easy group. You could say Haiti, but I've got some... Well, no, we've kind of killed that, but... It's a new Gold Cup intro. All the freaking effects are just... All the coaches are there. Yeah, of course. They said everybody was going to be there. Canada, USA, Jamaica, Honduras. They're not going to be in the same group. Unless you're saying they're the semifinalists. That's not happening. Honduras is going to make it hard. I just hope we don't get Mexico in the group because we're playing Mexico twice. Is Qatar's coach there? I didn't see Kuros. Maybe he must be, though. The effects are too much. I agree. Makes me want to rip my eyeballs out. I'm just waiting for this to play out. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. They're having Montagliani talk as of now. Belize. Well, PR. Well, hold on, wait. They are, but they're not going to win a prelim round. Belize is not in the tournament. Puerto Rico's not probably going to win their prelim tie. Qatar. SoFi Stadium isn't in the World Cup. They said they may change it. Canada, Haiti, El Salvador, Curacao. I could see it. That's definitely... I'd take that draw. Well, SoFi Stadium doesn't have a big enough pitch, they said, to host the World Cup final because of all the seats. At least that's what I heard. I'm 5'6". I don't play goalkeeper. I don't think I could. It's probably the app. I've never tried to screen share it because I have Apple Fire Fire TV and all that. I've never tried to screenshot it. I have the app on like Fire TV and all that, so I don't no Exploria, which is strange. So much soccer coming up this month: Women's World Cup and U20 World Cup in May. That would be July. We're in April, but we got a crazy summer. Yes. So the Aztecas possibly going to host the stadium, host the final for 2026. Yeah, it's possible. Big enough. If they don't put it in SoFi, if they change that out, yeah, it would be big enough. I would like to see it, honestly. That stadium is a lot of history. I'd rather that host the final than SoFi Stadium, if I'm being completely honest. Azteca should host the final over SoFi Stadium. Now, I think the plan was always to have the final in the USA, but MetLife probably has a chance. So, but I'd rather it be Azteca. If I had to choose, I'd rather it be Azteca. Ukraine is bid for the World Cup, and that's valid. Montagliani has finished talking to Lalas, and here's the Gold Cup venues because we have to go over that. AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas. We got Jerry World, Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, Soldier Field, TQL Stadium in Cincinnati, Drive Pink Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, home of 18-1, Red Bull Arena in Harrison, New Jersey, NRG Stadium in Houston, home of 28-3, Shell Energy Stadium in Houston, SoFi Stadium, Allegiant Stadium, Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, Levi's Stadium, St. Louis City Park, BMO Field. Hey, they're right next to each other. That's pretty cool. They put BMO Field and Rose Bowl wouldn't be enough. I don't think so, yeah. North Carolina. Copa de Oro. Gold Cup. And that put City Park and BMO together. That was pretty cool. The only, 3 of the 4 soccer-specific stadiums? Let's see. Snapdragon, we'll give it to them. Shell Energy, City Park, BMO, TQL, Red Bull. Okay, no, it's more than I thought, actually. It's actually half and half. How they choose Inter Miami over Exploria? I don't know. Beckham's money? If Canada plays at BMO, yeah, they'd have an advantage. They'd probably fumble the bag so harshly that they'd have somebody else play there. Knowing CONCACAF. I guarantee you BMO's just a group stage venue, though. I guarantee you that it's not going to be in the knockout stages. I think St. Louis would have a knockout stage game. Don't quote me on that, but I think they would, considering it's a new stadium. I just hope it is Canada, because that would be nice. That'd be nice. But, who knows? Couldn't they use Nissan Stadium? Nissan Stadium's falling apart. There's a reason that Nashville moved out of there. I mean, Nissan was always a stopgap, but still. It's always a stopgap, but still. I think Mexico goes to the semifinal or final. Not likely because of these new players. Canada's going to, I don't know who's going to beat Mexico in the semis, but yeah, Canada would beat them. I see. So, we have a group stage. We have the prelims from June 16th to 17th. We will cover those. June 20th, the round 2 matches that qualify for the group stage from June 24th to July 4th. July 8th to 9th are the quarterfinals. 1D versus 2A, 1B versus 2C, 1A versus 2D, 1C versus 2B. So Canada would either be in quarterfinal 1 or 2. The semifinals are on the 12th and the finals on the 16th. So, hold on. That would be Group B. So, as of now, Canada would avoid Mexico until the semifinal. Either way, if Canada wins their group, Mexico wins their group, that would be a semifinal. If Canada runners up or Mexico runners up, they both would face each other in the semi. Okay, that's just interesting. Okay. Yeah, lots of football this summer. So, Gold Cup prelim teams: Curacao, French Guiana, Grenada, Guadeloupe, Guyana, Martinique, Puerto Rico, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Saint Martin, Suriname, Trinidad and Tobago. Gold Cup group stage teams: Canada, Costa Rica, Cuba, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, Jamaica, Mexico, Nicaragua, Panama, Qatar, United States, and the prelim winners. Nice. Going to Pumas DC, Rebel. Nice. Nice. I love it. Why they put them in freaking alphabetical order, though? That makes no sense. Like, shouldn't they be in, like, draw order? I don't know. All right. So we're getting closer and closer to the draw. But first they got to do the prelims, then the actual draw. But they have the prelim cards first. So that, yeah, they're going to go order. Hey, look. They're putting Alexi Lawless alone. Of course they are. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Alexi Lawless is along for the ride. There's the trophy. Oh, that's... Wait, did they have Hudson bring it out? Well, that makes sense, because technically he's the manager right now. Yeah, true. Hudson brings it out. He's the manager as of now. That's a pretty cool trophy. Was he on the staff? I think he was when they won, so it makes sense. Makes sense. That's what because the USA are defending champions, and he's the coach right now, technically. And he's there, so Hudson brought it. I get it. That's not what I'm saying. LAFC versus LA Galaxy is almost here. I'll be live for it on Sunday. I believe back-to-back champion was Mexico in 07 and 09. And the US ain't going back-to-back. Not because Mexico's back, but because Canada's lurking. Canada's lurking. Kind of like how they're mentioning how the USA won last Gold Cup. It was a crazy one. We could have almost went to penalty shootouts. Yeah, it was way too tight. 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, and a random 6-1 win. 1-0 besides a random 6-1 win. Wild. Now they're walking him off, and here comes... Why do they always have to do all this fall-to-roll with draws? Why can't we just do the draw? Hudson's been a great caretaker for the USA. I think Hudson should get the permanent job. I think he could do it. That's actually true. I think he could do it. Canada will have their star players missing. Same with the US. Both teams will have B teams. Stars prepping for Europe season. Don't know what to expect this photo for the US, especially because we're under new manager Anthony Hudson technically, but not permanent. Don't know what to expect. They got to get the amount of TV time to pay for. Yeah, they got to do an hour. Yeah, I know. I love draws, but I hate all the fall-to-roll nonsense. Like, can we just... But if you just did the draw, it would take, 5 minutes because, draws don't take that long as in itself. I get it, but Gold Cup prelims draw procedures, the single blind system, CONCACAF ranking as of March 31st is how these teams are seeded. 12 teams. Round 1 matchups are already set up. Pot 1. Highest ranked national teams are already seeded in the top 6. Trinidad and Tobago, Martinique, Curacao, French Guiana, Suriname, and Guyana are all set up in the 6 matchups. And then the 6 lowest ranked teams are in Pot 1, Guadeloupe, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, Grenada, Puerto Rico, and Saint Martin are in Pot 1 to finish out the round 1 matchups. The seeded teams are already in each matchup. Trinidad is 1, Martinique is 2, Curacao is 3, French Guiana is 4, Suriname is 5, and Guyana is 6. They're already there. I saw your last comment. Yeah, I saw your last comment. Nice. SeatGeek, a good way to buy them too. Nice. Saint Martin is bad. Then the Pot 1 teams are drawn into each matchup. But as of now, we already have them set up halfway. Then the winners of the matchups 1 and 6 will play in match 7. The winner goes to Gold Cup. Match 8, winner of 2 versus 5. Winner goes to Gold Cup. Winner of 3 versus 4. Winner goes to Gold Cup. 7, 8, and 9 will go to the Gold Cup group stage. That's the prelim draw, and they will start with the prelims. They will start with the prelims and then get to the actual draw. So, we'll check them off. Let's do this. Yes. 6 balls. One of my friends did nothing and the president and blocked him. Talk about Trump or Biden. I didn't know Biden could block people. I didn't know he knew how to use social media. I mean, the dude could barely ride a bike. I can't believe he could use social media. It was probably a social media manager. Who knows? Here we go. The prelim draw. Six teams to be drawn. Here we go. So to play Stairphone blur as well. This is true. And to play Trinidad, we will get out of the pot first to play Trinidad will be Guadeloupe. Guadeloupe will play Trinidad and Tobago. Guadeloupe will play Trinidad and Tobago. The next team out will be versus Martinique will be St. Lucia. St. Lucia versus Martinique is the second round 1 matchup. Next team out will be St. Kitts and Nevis. We'll play Curacao. St. Kitts and Nevis will play Curacao. To play French Guiana, there's Grenada, Puerto Rico, and Saint Martin. Who will it be? Saint Martin will play French Guiana. Saint Martin will play French Guiana. Suriname versus Grenada or Puerto Rico. Who will it be? It's Puerto Rico versus Suriname. Puerto Rico, which means Grenada, will play Guyana. That's going to be a mouthful. And Grenada comes out. So, as of now, it's Trinidad and Tobago versus Guadeloupe, Martinique versus St. Lucia, Curacao versus St. Kitts and Nevis, French Guiana versus Saint Martin, Suriname versus Puerto Rico, and Guyana versus Grenada, which means matchup 7 would be the winner of Trinidad and Tobago and Guadeloupe playing the winner of Guyana and Grenada. Matchup 8 will be the winner of Martinique versus St. Lucia, playing the winner of Suriname and Puerto Rico. And matchup 9 would be the winner of Curacao versus St. Kitts and Nevis, playing the winner of Guyana, French Guiana versus Saint Martin. So very likely that we get Trinidad, Suriname, and Curacao to the Gold Cup, most likely. So now we have the full Gold Cup draw. We're on to the big stuff. The big boy. The big boy stuff. The big boy. Big boy stuff. And now they're showing the Gold Cup final from 21. A little bit of a the memories of 2021. Where the U.S. won their double that summer. Now we have a double blind system. I really think we do, yeah. Nations League and Gold Cup. We have 6 pots. 6 pots. Or 8 pots, my bad, 8 pots. 1 through 4 has each team, each country. Pot 1 through 4 has each country. 5, 6, 7, and 8 have the positions. Of each team. That's the way it is. Group stage, here we go. Yep. Each team has a colored ball in pot 1 to know where they go. Same thing with the positions of pot 5. Then pot 2, 3, and 4 are straightforward. But we'll go through that again once the ways of things go. Put all my money on Tigres to win CONCACAF Champions League, says J-Ro. It's not a bad bet, but it's definitely not a great bet. But it's not like you're putting it on Leon. I mean, Tigres will definitely probably be in the final. Would take a giant screw up not to have them in the final, but so we'll see how that turns out. Y'all hit that like button. Let's get this second portion of the draw going. Then we'll recap the draw, and then we'll be on our way. predictions don't happen until before the Gold Cup starts. We don't predict until July or June. We don't predict till June. I'll recap the groups, though. LAFC are a buzzsaw. Yeah, but Tigres, they're not horrible. But we will recap the draw on a review as well. So, posterity, of course. USA will win the Gold Cup. No, they're not. Canada is. Canada's winning the Gold Cup, my friend. Canada, Victoria de la Copa Oro, amigo. Both languages for you. Bilingual. Bilingual for you. Kobe Jones is out for the draw. If Canada wins, they need to go for Copa America. I agree. And just let's also recognize that if Canada wins Copa America, they would play Finalissima. Or they should play Finalissima. They could screw them over. I don't know. Big up G-Men. They need to beat Brazil and beat Argentina. I think they could at least beat Brazil. Argentina may be a bridge too far, but hey, if you're there, you're there, right? You're there, you're there. But just imagine, they bring back Finalissima just for a CONCACAF team to be in the second one. They didn't imagine that. France versus Canada. Spain versus Canada. Not Italy. It wouldn't happen. I don't know if I'd love for it to be Canada versus Italy because I'd root for Canada, but it would be crazy just to see. Mexico has to win Gold Cup. We can't afford to lose this one. Well, you will lose it, but here's the draw procedures. Double blind system, 8 pots. Countries in 1 through 4. Positions in 5 through 8. The rankings as of March 31st are how these teams are ranked. Mexico, United States, Costa Rica, Canada in pot 1. Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Guatemala in pot 2. Honduras, El Salvador, Cuba, and Nicaragua in pot 3. With pot 4 being Qatar and the 3 prelim winners. Honduras, 3, 4. And then you got Qatar and your prelim winners. It should have been 10 plus. It should have been 10 plus game suspension. 6 is way too weak. USA is at the top because they won, but they're ranked by their. I don't know why CONCACAF screwed it up, but US would be A, Mexico would be B, Costa Rica would be C, Canada would be D because United States is the defending champion. Mexico, the best ranked team that's not a defending champion. Costa Rica second, Canada third. Whoever gets Panama is going to have trouble. Not Canada. We'll make mincemeat of them at Nations League. Wait. Mincemeat. So pot 1 would have U.S. going into pot Group A, Mexico Group B, Costa Rica Group C, Canada Group D. Then pot 2 is straightforward. Then they draw a position for each team. Same with pot 3 and then same with pot 4. So it's straightforward once we get past U.S., Canada, Costa Rica, and Mexico. Yeah, well, true. But I think Panama will definitely get out of their group, depending on what they get. But we'll start with pot 1. So the red sphere will be the United States, and the red sphere will be Group A, A1, so on and so forth. We are already... So let's see how this plays out, besides the Group A. United States. Guess they're showing highlights of each team. Mexico in pot A. Costa Rica, and Canada. In pot A. Yep, or pot 1. Pot 1, pot A. And now they'll be on their way. A little bit more fall to roll. A little bit more fall to roll. Here we go. The red ball is USA. United States has came out of the pot. Which would go with the red ball in pot 5, which would make them Group A, but we already have that written down. So, yeah, I got all this convoluted stuff down last night. Whoever gets Qatar is going to have trouble. Did we not realize that Qatar got whipped throughout the Gold Cup? Or the World Cup, I mean. USA in Group A. Pot 1, United States, and pot 5's A ball are out. United States in Group A. Next up, we'll meet Mexico out of the blue ball. And then the corresponding blue ball would be pot B, or Group B. Mexico, now out of pot 5, should come out Group B. Oh, look, there's Diego Colca right next to Hudson. Gold Cup experience. That's when they peaked, was Gold Cup 21. They're not peak anymore. And this should be B out of pot 5. Yes, Group B, pot 5. So it's Mexico in Group B. But this is what we knew. This is what we knew. Costa Rica will come out of pot 1 next, out of the yellow ball. And then the corresponding yellow ball would put them in Group C. They're chatting with Colca, aren't they? You could probably do better. Yellow ball is out of pot A, pot 1, to put Costa Rica into the draw. Costa Rica. The corresponding yellow ball will put them in Group C once they pull out that yellow ball. Once Kobe pulls out that yellow ball. Then Canada would do the same. Then we have a straightforward draw. And the yellow ball is, see if it's correct. I guess that's why they're doing this. Group C. Costa Rica in Group C. No Qatar's in pot 4 because they're invited guests. Everybody else is rated between their CONCACAF ranking. Qatar's with all the play-in teams. Wasn't it like that in 21? Canada's out of the white ball, which means Canada will go in Group D when the next white ball is pulled. There's John Herdman. Kobe Jones really flicking it around, really. Okay. This should be Group D. And yes, Canada in Group D. We have our first 4 teams out. United States Group A. Mexico. Oh, yep. There we go. Group D. United States Group A, Mexico Group B, Costa Rica Group C, Canada Group D. Pot 2 has Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, and Guatemala. Give USA Panama. Panama! I mean, I wouldn't be against it. So, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Guatemala with A, B, C, and D. And this is a straightforward draw. So, we could have some craziness here. First team out of pot 2. Same with 3 and 4. First team out of pot 2. Pick one. The first team out of pot 2 is Jamaica. Jamaica is out of the pot. Let's see what position they get. A, B, C, or D. Kobe Jones will draw the position. Jamaica is out. They will go into... You do realize that y'all suck now. Jamaica. Kobe pulls the group for Jamaica, which will be group, I think I see, Group A, United States and Jamaica. Jamaica is in Group A with the United States. I feel like this is a bit rigged. Haiti, Panama, and Guatemala left. The next team out. Jamaica and United States. This could be a crazy group. Next team out. And B, C, and D are still left. Guatemala is the next team out. What will they get? Guatemala. Where will they go? B, C, or D? Will it be a straight run or is it going to be different? Guatemala. I'd rather have Haiti or Guatemala over Panama, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Group D. Canada gets Guatemala. Canada gets Guatemala. Panama and Haiti are left, and they will go in Group B or Group C. Then we have two more. We're halfway through the draw after this pot. Haiti. Haiti is out of pot 2. They either go in B or C. They'll either play Mexico or Costa Rica. Haiti is out of the box, or the pot. Canada's probably going to rip Guatemala apart. I'd rather have them than Panama or Haiti for that matter, because Jamaica would have been a challenge, but, you know, have been fun to see just because. Group B for Haiti. Haiti in Group B. Which means Panama will go in Group C with Costa Rica. Haiti in Group B. Panama. Panama is out of the pot, and then we'll go to Group C. But we will see them confirm it. Panama with Costa Rica. They played each other. Panama knocked Costa Rica out of the Nations League, and they're back in group play against each other once again. How weird is that? Panama in Group C. But this time, 2 teams go through each group, so maybe they won't knock each other out. If Qatar's in that group, though, pot 3. So United States, Jamaica in Group A, Mexico, Haiti in Group B, Costa Rica, Panama, Group C, Canada, Guatemala in Group D. Pot 3, Honduras, El Salvador. Honestly, pot 3 is better than pot 2. If I'm being honest. Cuba and Nicaragua in pot 3 for A, B, C, and D. I pray to God no El Salvador. I want Cuba with Canada. I want Cuba. Or Honduras. That's how bad Honduras is. Halfway through the draw. Thank God it's Jamaica, not Panama. I mean, Honduras, El Salvador, maybe half of it. I don't know. Group A, the first team to come out of pot 3. Out of all 4. El Salvador is the first team out of pot 3. Where will they go? A, B, C, or D? Everybody is in position. USA might get a hard group. Next draw for El Salvador. El Salvador's in Group C with Costa Rica and Panama. That's a group. Yeah, Costa Rica might not make it out of their group, actually. My bad. Ooh. Costa Rica's not really good right now. You put Qatar in there, it may be the group of death. Next team out of pot 3. Nicaragua, pot 3 team. Out of group. See what position. Will they get A, B, or D? I want it to be, well, hopefully it's not. Group A, B, or D? Group A, against the USA and Jamaica. Nicaragua in Group A. We got two more. Honduras and Cuba. Please give Canada Cuba. Please, please, please. And it's Cuba out of the pot. I hope they go to Group D. 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 Put Honduras with Mexico and Haiti, please. I don't know when Honduras is going to wake up, and I don't want them to do it during the Gold Cup. And it is Group D. We get Cuba, baby. You're going to get boat raced. Perfect draw for Canada, honestly. Cuba in Group D. And then Honduras will be the last out of the pot, which means they'll go to Mexico and Haiti. Boat raced. And there's Honduras out of the pot. That means they'll go to Group B. Honduras should still be top 2 in that group, right? Unless there's Qatar. Well, maybe a prelim team could actually get out of that group. Group B, Honduras in Group B. So that means Group A as of now, United States, Jamaica, Nicaragua. Group B, Mexico, Haiti, Honduras. Group C, Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador. Group D, Canada, Guatemala, Cuba. And they're just going to go straight into it. Or not. Imagine Qatar in Group C. You want the group of death? That could be the group of death. We have pot 4, Qatar. Prelim 7 winner. Prelim 8 winner. The Prelim 7 winner will either be Trinidad and Tobago, Guadeloupe, Guyana, or Grenada. Prelim 8 winner would be Martinique, St. Lucia, Suriname, or Puerto Rico. Prelim 9 winner would be Curacao, St. Kitts, Guyana, and Saint Martin. Prelim 9 winners. So we have all 3 prelim winners in Qatar. Easy money for Mexico. The first team out of the pot will be the winner of Prelim 8. The winner of Prelim 8 will go into group. And the winner of Prelim 8 would be Martinique, St. Lucia, Suriname, or Puerto Rico. I mean, at this point, that's what I got to say. Group C. So they get a little bit of a break. Group C is winner of Prelim 8. Next team out. Next team out is Qatar. Qatar is out of the pot. The last 2 teams will be prelim teams. Qatar the Asian Cup's in December anyway, so they could do both. There is Kiros. He is there. Next team, where does Qatar go? They will go in Group B. Qatar will go with Mexico, Haiti, and Honduras. Qatar in Group B. 2 prelim winners left, Group A and Group D. Prelim 7 or 9. And Group A, winner of Prelim 7 is out of the pot, which means Prelim 9 will be the last thing drawn. Group of death. Group C is the group of death. Yeah. Group B isn't that shabby either. Group A or Group D? Group D for the winner of Prelim 7. I'll handle that then. Next up is winner of Prelims 9 in Group A. And that is Group A for winner of prelims 9. There we go. Now, Qatar has nothing to do with Mexico. Group A. So, with a draw finished, we have Group A, United States, Jamaica, Nicaragua, and the winner of prelims 9, Curacao, St. Kitts, French Guiana, or Saint Martin. For Group B, we have Mexico, Haiti, Honduras, Qatar. Group C, we have Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador. Winner of prelim 8, Martinique, which would be Martinique, St. Lucia, Suriname, or Puerto Rico. And then Group D, Canada, Guatemala, Cuba, and the winner of prelim 7, Trinidad and Tobago, which would be Trinidad and Tobago, Guadeloupe, Guyana, and Grenada would be that way how it turns. So let's also go back through the rest of this. Once the draw is finished, we have prelim round 1 matchups. Let's go back to the top. Preliminary round 1 matchups. Matchup 1 would be Trinidad and Tobago versus Guadeloupe. Matchup 2 would be Martinique versus St. Lucia. Matchup 3 would be Curacao versus St. Kitts and Nevis. Matchup 4 would be French Guiana versus Saint Martin. Suriname versus Puerto Rico. Matchup 5, Guyana versus Grenada. Matchup 6, which would lead to the preliminary round 2 matchups. The winner of matchup 1, Trinidad and Tobago versus Guadeloupe, playing the winner of matchup 6, Guyana versus Grenada. So the winner of 1 would play the winner of 6. Most likely would end up being Trinidad and Tobago versus Grenada, but who knows in CONCACAF. Matchup 8, the winner of matchup 2, Martinique versus St. Lucia, versus the winner of matchup 5, Suriname and Puerto Rico. Most likely Martinique versus Suriname, but again, who knows. Matchup 9, that's why they play the games. Curacao versus St. Kitts and Nevis versus the winner of matchup 4, French Guiana and Saint Martin, which would probably be Curacao versus French Guiana in that matchup. But again, it's CONCACAF, you don't know, which would probably lead to Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname, and Curacao going to the Gold Cup. With that being said, now we have the regular groups. Group A, United States, Jamaica, Nicaragua, and winner of prelim 9, Curacao, St. Kitts, Guyana, and Saint Martin. One of those four. Group B, Mexico, Haiti, Honduras, Qatar. I mean, I don't think that's... Well, Qatar would actually probably get out of the group, actually. Huh. Okay. Group C, Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador, winner of prelim 8, Martinique, St. Lucia, Suriname, Puerto Rico, one of those four. And then finally, Group D, Canada, Guatemala, Cuba, winner of prelim 7, Trinidad and Tobago, Guadeloupe, Guyana, and Grenada. And there's your groups. That's your draw. Canada is the easiest route to the final. I would say so. Because if they win their group, they would play Honduras or Qatar. No. I have to look at the bracket again, but that's the draw. Crazy. We'll recap. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe, and know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you within the hour after I recap the draw, and we'll be on our way. Sit tight. We'll be back. What a draw. I'm riding. I'm out. Peace. See you later. Didn't take so long after all the fall draw. Peace.